What's up, guys? It's Techno Viking 23 coming to you today with another episode in my Destiny new player guide, where we are going from level 1 to 20 in the campaign of Destiny. And today we are going to take on the last story mission on Earth with our level 6 hunter. The Last Array is the name of this mission. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our map. You can see here we've got the Last Array, level 5 story on normal. Track down codes to raise an ancient array and connect it to long-lost colonies throughout the solar system. You get a heavy weapon upgrade and 1800 experience from this. Oh, didn't mean to back out there. So we're going to go ahead and select that mission. Now you can run it on level 7 if you're looking for a little bit more challenge. You can see that bumps the experience up to 2200 and gives you a lot more enemies to kill. But for the purpose of this guide, we're just going to stick with the normal mission. So we're going to load up here, and we're going to head on down to the Cosmodrome.
There's reports a team of Guardians went dark near the old Skywatch. They were running a mission for Dead Orbit, had codes to a hidden array that could reconnect us to other colonies in the system. If we can find their ghosts, maybe we can open that array.
Alright, so here we go.
The ghosts were last heard.
Alright, so the Last Array. Now this mission actually spawns you right outside the Skywatch, which is nice. You don't have to trek all the way across the map. So we're going to just go ahead and jump on our Sparrow, and off we go. This mission is going to have a mix of the Hive and Fallen. This is pretty much the final mission on Earth until you get later into the game and unlock Eris and the Dark Below DLC missions. There's a couple more that bring you back to Earth. Alright, so we're going to head back in. This is pretty familiar territory. We've been through here a few times. Skywatch, we got our 3 Vandals that are all just kind of hanging out here. Take out this captain if we can. I really hate pulse rifles. And I hate captains too. Go in here and see if we got any treasure chests. Nope. Alright, so if you guys remember, we came through here on the 3rd story mission when we first encountered the Hive. And this time in this mission, there's not going to be anybody around.
Heading back through that Hive breeding ground.
Dinklebot's going to remind us there that of what I just told you. So, I'm going to come back into this little Hive area here. And this time there's no one here. It's kind of empty. Now, if you come through here on a normal patrol, there's actually going to be enemies. There'll be some Acolytes and a Knight. And then a Wizard up here with some Thrall and some more Acolytes. And actually you can see up here there are going to be some Acolytes we need to fight here. Guys out. We got a couple of those bounties we're working on too, so we'll try to get some of those done. Grab this heavy ammo. We got 2 heavy ammo. Nice. Can never have too much heavy ammunition. Watch out for these Vandal snipers up here. These guys are a pain. I don't care what level you are, those Vandals with their wire rifles can take you out really quick. And they never miss. They are just like the most accurate shots in the world. Some more heavy ammo centers. I'm going to use a rocket here. Deal with that captain. Just take him out right away. If you guys remember, if you forgot it the last time you came through here, there's a gold chest up on top here, right back in this corner where that little lantern is. Could have got that at the end of the 3rd story mission, or if you're on a patrol, you can run through here and grab that if you missed it last time.
Clearing between buildings, not far from here.
So we're going to head outside here to the Skywatch, and we're looking for the ghosts. that the Guardians from before us dropped when they were trying to find the codes for
The
the
ghosts are
array.
still here. The Fallen have them.
And you're going to find those on the Fallen that are in this area. Usually the Vandals have them. You'll normally have to grab a couple of them before you find the right one. So let's see if anybody's out here. Fallen will spawn up here and also up by this building up here. Just that one drag. So take him out. Usually there's a bunch of Vandals up here. They'll be fighting these Hive. And every so often this zone will spawn a kind of a world event where the Hive and the Fallen will get into this big fight and send, just masses of enemies at each other. So if you're ever in the area and you see your enemies are moving against each other, it's basically, that's what I'm referring to, is like it'll start off with just Vandals and Dregs and Acolytes and Thralls, and then Wizards will come and Captains will come, and eventually Knights and Hive Majors and Fallen Majors, and it just gets crazy. It's a lot of fun to kind of play in though, because it's just like horde mode, never-ending waves of enemies.
It's dead.
Alright, so we got one dead ghost,
Nothing.
2 dead ghosts,
Find another
3.
one.
It's usually 3 is the magic number.
This one still holds the codes. Let's find the array.
You can see there now we're going to go over a couple of drops. I'm going to check those real quick. 34, 34, that's the same. 49 to 55, yeah, that's not worth upgrading over. Uh-oh, contacting Destiny servers. That means we're probably going to disconnect. Yep, there it goes. Gotta love Destiny servers. Could not check my network. My network configuration is just fine. Thank you, Bungie. This happens to me all the time. And I'm going to apologize for the delay, guys. We're going to hopefully be able to jump right back in here on this. This game just takes such a long time to load. Alright, well here we are back at the selection screen. Grab our hunter again and, and try to head back into this mission. And I'm hoping it's going to let me resume from about midway through it instead of having to start all over again. And we're going to have to listen to Dinklebot and his little spiel all over again.
There's reports
Joy of
Guardians
having to
went dark
reload.
near the old Skywatch. They were running a mission for Dead Orbit, had codes to a hidden array that could reconnect us to other colonies in the system. If we can find their ghosts, maybe we can open that array.
Alright, back to the Cosmodrome. Okay, good. It let us start all the way up here. Perfect.
The ghosts are still here. The Fallen.
So now we gotta basically do the part where we find the ghosts again. Another thing here, you kind of... There we go, little treasure chest. Get some boots. And some spin metal. So we're gonna try to fight these fallen guys again, see if they'll drop those ghosts. Heavy ammunition. And we should hit level 7 here pretty soon. I'd like to be about level 8 before I try that Devil's Lair strike. Alright, so ghost number 1. Number 2. Those usually never work. So we got to find one more. And I think 3 will be the magic number. Got to read.
This one still holds the codes. Let's find the array.
Alright, so we got all the ghosts found. Now we can go find the array. Really nice little sunrise or sunset, whatever's going on here. I think it's sunset because it's kind of starting to get dark. There's the sky. Anyways, I always catch myself checking out the scenery in this game. It just looks so amazing.
Darkness is growing stronger.
For some of the disappointment I've had with Destiny, you cannot fault the art designer or any of the game design in this. Just some of these environments just look incredible. Alright, so now we're inside the terrestrial complex. Some fallen guys in here we got to clean out. Pretty easy going here. The guy's going to drop down from the ceiling there. He can kind of sneak. If you run past that pillar too quick, he can kind of sneak up on you. But overall, not too bad. A little nice throwing knife there. Looks like somebody's behind me. Radar's going crazy. And we're actually going to come up to... There's the area with the array. Dropping off some fallen here. And get into the last little bit of this mission. This is actually one of the more... This is actually one of my favorite stages in the game, even though it happens so early on, because the kind of the climax to the stage, the boss fight and everything is really well done. And it's got some great music and just a really nice environment that you're dealing with. But you want to just clean out, you got level 7, clean out some of these fallen. We got an encrypted, yeah, nice little secondary weapon engram. Get this captain out. Great unlocked. We'll check on that before we activate the next part of the mission. Right now I just want to make sure we get all these guys taken care of. I think that's everybody on the outside, so we'll take a quick... So let's see, what do we get? Oh, we got a swarm grenade. These are pretty cool. These are like little... you throw the grenade, it'll break up into multiple little projectiles, and they'll seek out enemies. Okay, site number 2, we can get rid of that. Encrypted engram. Okay, let's see. We got 34 defense, same as what we have already. And these boots are the same as what we have already, so we're going to just discard all of that. And I'm actually going to switch over to a fusion rifle for this part, because there are some melee range enemies that you need to take out pretty fast. And a fusion rifle comes a little bit more in handy than a sniper for this part. That's another reason you should keep several secondary weapons with you when you're leveling up and doing these quests. I would not recommend shotguns right now. They are getting a damage buff with the next patch. I don't know if that's going to help them that much. I'm going to do a video actually here after this, probably about the new weapon patch. Oh, forgot about the stealth vandals. Yeah, these guys jump down from the ceiling when you come in here, so just keep that in mind. If you want, you can stop kind of like right here, and it'll bait them to come down, and then you can take them out before they can get to you. But if you forget like me, they'll try to swarm you and jump all over you there. Yeah, we just got body dropper done. That's 100, kill 100 enemies without dying, so that's nice. That'll be a nice experience boost. Vaporize that captain there.
There's the controls. I'll see if these.
Then you're gonna come here and I tell you, this guy's putting in some overtime. Deploy your ghost. And this is going to trigger the next part of the mission. If you come out here and watch, you'll see the that dome is going to open up, and
outside the array, it's opening.
It's going to deploy this giant satellite. Like I said, this is a really nice stage, really fun part of this mission. You got a nice backdrop here with the distance, and the hive ships are going to come in here as the giant array is deploying. You've got some really good music to go with it. overall, this is a very well designed, even if it does the same mechanic where you deploy your ghost and you have to just defend for however long. It's still, this is overall a very well done story mission, I think. Some giant hive, purple balls of death in there. Thrall, you got a wizard outside there. He's going to be a little bit of a problem if you don't take her out fast. Wizards are just awful. I hate wizards. Anytime you guys have wizards, try to prioritize taking them down. And I believe you're going to get 3 waves of hive ships here. They're each going to drop off. There's going to be some thralls initially, then some acolytes. I think a knight comes with this wave towards the end, and then the 3rd wave brings a major knight who is kind of like the boss. And after you take him out, that'll be it. Just they shoot these little purple glowing balls of destruction at you. So take these guys out. Yeah, here he comes, the knight. He's a melee knight, so he will chase you down and try to hit you with a sword. Knights have they'll either have a boomer or a melee. If they have a sword, they're a melee knight. If you see them with a big gun in their hand, and they're a boomer, and they'll shoot energy weapons at you. Right now, we're just trying to take out these acolytes. We're gonna get another round of hive ships coming in here. Switch over to the fusion rifle and blast some of these guys. Now, if you need to retreat, there's a staircase over here you can kind of flee over to, but this isn't too bad. But sometimes in these last waves, you can get a little overwhelmed. These guys will come in here. Here comes, I think that's the Lunar Knight. He's blasting you with those Lunar. Yeah, see, he's hallowed. He is a major. But you can see here towards the end, these guys will actually come into your little safe room here. We're going to go ahead and vaporize him. Got the rest of these guys. Once that knight goes down, that's usually it. See, this guy ran all the way back over here. What's he doing here?
I think we're clear.
Okay, so after you clear that wave, that's going to do it. You can see the array is fully deployed there. Go back over here and talk to Dinklebot. That'll be your mission complete.
This array
And this is kind of a nice opening for the rest of the game. You can see here, you've got the moon,
it's connected
and you've
to
got
defense constructs all across the
Venus.
system.
No, that's Mars.
There
I'm
could
sorry,
be
that's
something out
Mars.
there to help
And you got
us
Venus
survive
here.
the
So that basically just gives you a little preview of the planets you're going to get to go to next. And you actually got to play all the way through up to this in the beta before. And then there was a little bit of the moon. So if you guys have been playing since the beta, this won't be anything different. And go to our mission end screen. We got, you know, I didn't even use my swarm grenade. I have to try that out next time. Alright, we got a new hunter mask, and we got some ancient recordings. Recording captured by your ghost. Interest to the tower gunsmith. So we'll take that to Banshee 44. He'll give us a reward, which will probably be a weapon that we don't want or don't need. But it's a reward nonetheless. So let's see here. We get any other items. Got a level 34 helmet's a little bit better than what we've got now, so we can switch to that. Go ahead. I think that was it. Got that engram. We'll go check that out. And then bounty, you can see how we made some progress on our bounties. We did get body dropper finished. We've got unstoppable, about halfway done, knuckle duster, and precision damage. So we're going to head back to the tower and turn in that bounty, and then we'll also check out what Banshee 44 has for us. Kind of set ourselves up to get into the next part of the guide here. So guys, I may do a couple patrol runs just to get up to level 8, because I'd like to run the Devil's Lair Strike before I go to the moon, just to kind of clean up Earth and have it done. Show you guys that 5th gold chest, and also give you some tips and pointers on how to run the strikes, because this will kind of be the first strike you'll run in Destiny before you start getting to the other maps, other planets. And strikes are a big part of the game later on, so it's good to learn the mechanics early on if you can. Right, head down to the tower. And here we are. You See, it's nighttime in the tower. So we got collect a reward, speak to the gunsmith to collect a reward. And you'll get these every so often when you complete story missions. They'll come back and tell you you've got a reward. Some of the time, they're not really good. You see here, these are just common heavy weapons, although they are more powerful than what I've already got. So you can choose from a machine gun. You've got high rate of fire, the highest rate of fire. This is more stable. The Sargon B2, the Darius B is a little bit less stable. Jester SA2, and the Deacon RS2. And you can see the differences, mainly velocity there. I'm going to actually go with this one because it's got a two magazine, so you got 2 shots in the tube there. And you can check and see if he's got any weapons you want to get. As you can see, level 6 is still less than what we've got, so that's actually not bad. That's a level 6 fusion rifle. I actually might go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we got that void fusion rifle now, which is cool. Get rid of that other one. Upgrade our rocket launcher. Okay, let's just go run and turn in this bounty. That's nice if you can bring 3 or 4 bounties at a time and turn them in. You get a lot of experience for those. And we got a couple other. Okay, 10 hive majors. We'll pick that up for the moon. Fusion rifle 20 times. We can work on that. See how that goes. And then we'll go visit our good buddy, the Cryptarch, and see if he's going to actually give us something. If you look at the bottom, though, of my experience bar, you can see we were about a quarter of the way full. Now we're over half just from turning that one bounty in. At the lower levels, those bounties can make a huge difference and help you level up really fast. And he gave us an uncommon fusion rifle. And again, I'm just going to grab a couple of these common ones to see if I get anything cool. Every time I level up, I try to just see if he'll give me any decent items. So we got a Night Rain Cloak. Requires level 7. And I don't know if that looks... Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. We'll stay with the one we've already got. And let's see, he gave me 28. Okay, that's not bad. We have to upgrade our arms a little bit. Those don't look as cool, but they're a little bit better defense. And let's see, he gave us a... Ooh, nice. An uncommon fusion rifle. It's void damage. We're going to go ahead and use that instead of the one we just bought. And this does have a couple of little perks with it, which is great. So every once in a while, he gives us something nice. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode of the new player guide. When we come back next time, I'm probably going to run a few patrols to get to level 8 so we can try that Devil's Lair strike. And then we will head off to the moon after that. So we're almost done with Earth. If you guys have any comments or questions about what you've seen today, feel free to leave them below. Hope you guys are finding this helpful and enjoying this little guide to Destiny levels 1 through 20. And I will see you again next time.